Alright, we're gonna do Deadwinter Fae now. Okay, it's just this is it slows down our progress a bit. But nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Go back to Flappy. I know we might be scraping the bottom of the barrel now. If Tritz could dodge a wrench, he'd be the leader of the companions of the dodgeball. Again, it's the kills it. I don't want to go off of that. We only moved off the once because it would be companions of dodgeball. Because it's not called the dodgeball. I don't know. We've got like 30 here. Oh no, wait, we've got 28. There's a good 28. There's a good 28 lines here. Yeah, Anthemus, that's the thing, is some of them you got to reach so far it just kind of falls flat. I don't get that one, Larking Rider. Wednesday saves? Did they really make it that? That's funny. They did. That leans more into the Adams Family crossover joke. Oh no! Oh, that was the slow open. Click, control, and click, and there we go. I went with shrimp. I had shrimp noted Project Q, and I haven't seen anything that makes me want to move away from shrimp for trawling. Oh, swimmer starting feeling on the. Oh, if I were rich man. Oh, yeah. See, I don't. I mean, I've heard that song. I've never seen. I've never seen it though. So we have with Dritz were a baby, and it's the leader of the companion of the crawl. And I don't. Just doubling up with baby to get to ball feels weird to me. We do have hail twice, but we haven't yet done the same starter twice to get somewhere. That's the thing. Well, the problem with using like something like pickleball and dodgeball and stuff is you don't do the pickleball, the dodgeball, so it ends up not really working. So it has to be something that works with the, and the only one we have that isn't. The one exception is a D&D joke. So I'm willing to make that exception, but not for anything else. See, those Lurking Rider, those don't even rhyme with Hall. So that doesn't that doesn't fit the premise here. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, I will go there because we all feel that one in Ostrakonas. If Dritz stepped on a Lego, he'd be the leaders of the companions of the ball. There we go. Yes. That one works. I mean, stepped on a Lego works. Everybody understands. Everybody understands that pain. I feel like Dritz was himself an Indian landmark. Do we have them being a non-living object? I don't think we do. Yeah. So I don't really want to turn them into a different object. We already have a stall, and it's for if Dritz had a spot at the flea market, they'd be the leader of the companions of the stall. We have all, but I have it under as leather worker because an all works in a lot of places. So I guess I can have leather worker and I can have woodworker, but I do have that one down. Now that's way too far for the joke, dice. It's got to come easily. Ariel is not. No, to me, they say Ariel. I don't know how that rhymes. I don't remember. I didn't think Sebastian said it differently. Yeah, qualified as terrible. Filling up my main group is all the Ceramorphosis champions. Should I focus all item levels on DPS or spread them among them? Spread them out. Because they all have multiplicatively stacking abilities with an item that buffs the pre-stack values, so they're all just mathematically overpowered. They all want a lot of item levels. So I never heard it that way, Lurking Reiner. Okay, I'm taking that one in a different direction, the Bard's Forge. If Dritz were an optometrist, they'd be the leader of the companions of the eyeball. They'd be the leader of the companions of the eyeball. I was waiting for that to rhyme with all, but it was just an actual question. I know we've gotten into this rhyme thing, but we can still talk. We can still talk, Adult Champions. Ugh, the companions of the gallbladder. Come on. I flexed Cthulhu because I went with lower item levels, and now I've got a Devourer. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Snappy dresser tatters all? I don't know what that word is. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Pattern of lines forming squares of solid back. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Really, really reaching now. Howard was really reaching now. Here's the easy way to do this. Hold on. Weird. Okay, I got one. I think I got one. Real bad. But hey, we're getting there. If Dritz were an ornithologist, he'd be the leader of the companions of the bird call. This is where we're at now, folks. This is where we're at now. But see, we got the works for bird call. So a lot of the stuff we're coming up with doesn't have a the in front of it. We have a companions of the shawl, and that's like if Dritz were a grandma. We have a lol too, and that's if Dritz were a stand-up comedian. I don't know if we want to go with pub crawl. We have crawling though for baby. We're not doing a cigarette reference. We're not doing a cigarette reference. Bird call seems kind of cheap. It does. I'll delete it if I don't like it later. Limit to single words. Well, bird call is a single word, so. Bird call is a single word. As is eyeball and butterball, which are longer ones that we have. And battle ball. But yeah, everything we have is a single word. Yeah, no, I saw the end all be all. It doesn't quite. It's clumsy. It feels like. See, I don't say that as the problem I have with some of these are they don't rhyme with hall. And there's like some if it starts with an H, we can move away from that rhyme. But if it doesn't, it has to be there dead on. It has to be there. Yeah, the all I don't that one feels those feel a little weird. I've seen that a few times now. Cat the companions of the Caterwall. It's kind of in the but it's in the cat. We would just go with Dritzworth feline, maybe? We don't want a cat twice. Yeah, we can go with feline. How are we doing over here? I should actually look at the game, huh? 47, okay. We got a ways to go. We're going to 125 now. 125. I'll go with that. Dritz were a marine biologist. He'd be the leader of the companions of the narwhal. See, we get the pronunciation is there. The works. Yeah. Well, we can't just... We got to have an L in there somewhere, Project Q. We can't go companions of the hare. There's got to be an L. So even when we leave haul as a rhyme and we go to like howl or hole or hull or hail, it still all has an L in it. So we got to keep the L. I don't think we can get rid of the L at all. Anywhere. We already have a stall, sees fun, and we're using a different verb. I don't like the ones we've had people using it for some kind of like in that vein of procrastinator. You know what? I will do I will do procrastinator. That's actually better than the other versions, in my opinion. It's more spot on. If Dritz were a procrastinator, it just straight out calls it that. Hands of the stall. Okay, it's on the list. Well, it's not if Brits were... So what we did, Aggie Jess, instead of Barbie is... It's... If Dritz were a kin... Dritz were a kin... He'd be the leader of the companions of the doll. Yeah, I saw the alternate definitions of Paul, and I'm not sure that they're common enough for people to get it. Guys, the problem with this one... Dritz for a caddy be the leader of the companions of the hairball. The problem I have with that one is then there's thus the implication that Dritz spends a lot of time licking themselves, and I'm not sure we want to give that to the community. Ooh, there's got a Nighthawk. There's got to be an... Wait, hold on. No. Gliding Secret. Sorry, I read the wrong name. There's got to be a way we can get to Gumball. It can't be Gumballs. But there's got to be a way we can get to Gumball. And it's not just if you were candy. Like, is there anything that went with Gumballs? That's what I'm trying to think of. You got to be the companion of the Gumball. How do we get there? We have a call, and it's if Brits were a telemarketer, he'd be a companion, leader of the companions of the call. Yeah, ringleader and carnival is a bit of a stretch. If we went with like Carnival, which is in Brazil, that's the I believe that's the more common pronunciation. It's not just a carnival; it's Carnival, something like that. I was thinking about that for the fall, and I don't know. We haven't got a really good one for the fall. We already have a leader of the companions of the whole, and that's if Dritz were a dwarf. For Diggy Diggy Hall. This is the blue hole. Brits were a samba dancer. Carnival has an E in the end of it, right? That way. What? Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe it's just... No, it doesn't. Okay. I don't know. We're stretching that one a little bit. Carnival! Well, here's the thing with the skydive. We had somebody said if Dritz were like into like a parachute jumper, what parajumper, leaders of the campaigns of the fall. That means the chute didn't work. So we can't have skydiver or anything involving a parachute linked to fall because that's, to me, that's the chute didn't work. The chute didn't work. For opening Electrum, should you be all green or all blue on evergreens? I mean, that's not really what I look at, Magic. It's not really what I look at. I look like, am I going to have an ungeared champion anytime soon? Like right now I have Regis, so we actually need to hop over here and open up Regis. So I was holding on to Electrums because I had champions that were green or better. So I started, and I didn't have a new champion coming anytime soon, so I held on to it because I knew I was going to have a new one. So I kind of started holding on to them once they were green or better because I want to get the blues out of gold chests. I don't necessarily want to hunt for them with Electrums, but I'm not necessarily also going to sit on these until I'm all blue either because that would take a long time. So, so let's gear up Regis now. There's a green. Excellent. There's another green. Woo! There's another green. There's a white. I don't know. But there's another green. And there's a white. Is that it? That's 6. Okay. So I have 2 whites, and now we're hunting for the green version. There's a green. There's the green. I should actually be full green now. I am. So I'm going to go ahead and open the rest of these just in bulk and see if we get a blue for anyone. But those blues could go anywhere, and we didn't. We got duplicate greens. But now that I'm all green, now I can open his gold chest. Because now I'm going to get... Oh, never mind. I was like, I'm going to get a blue. I got an epic on my very first chest for Regis. Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's more about like, you know, do you have anybody that's still in whites? If they've still in whites, keep popping. You can keep popping Electrums. But if you know you're going to have if you're going to unlock a brand new champion within the next like 24 hours, then, you know, maybe don't use your Electrums and wait, and then you're going to fill in those spots. So now I won't open Electrums again until maybe, well, no, I'm going to keep popping Electrums because I still want to try to get blue gear. But a day or two before, like on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I'll stop opening Electrums and I'll save them for the next champion unlock, right? We already have a brawl, and it's if Dritz were a street fighter. Oh, no. Idiot control someday. No. Drug references, even prescription drug references, maybe not the best place to go. If Dritz were Brunor, he'd be the... Oh, shit. Yes. That one's going to be the finale of the whole list. That's going to be the last one. And finally, if Drizzt were Brunor, he'd be the leader of the companions of the hall. That's the best part of the joke right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Because this whole list has got to be leading up to that one punchline. Up to that one punchline. Good job, Project Q. Good job, Project Q. We did split the party too, but I can't put the new core to do auto farm. Do you know why? Yes, because to hook up the automation, you have to hook up automation to be able to automate. You have to level that core up to level 3. You have to level the core up to level 3. But yeah, you can't automate if you don't hook up the automation pipe. And the automation pipe is blocked until level 3 on the fast core. My son's account, he still has whites on evergreens. He can manage with an ungeared Miri for a while. It's 20 electrums. Oh, I mean, if you've got whites on your evergreens and you've got Miria, like if you've picked up like if you've opened your flex slots, then pop those electrums like I just did. Yeah, you just want to go for it. But here's the thing. So here's the thing. You could hold on to those, and if you have some gems, because the way you try to get greens on your cores and evergreens is by buying silver chests. So it may be that you just want to have your son buy some silver chests and open them until you get all your greens, because that's only going to go on the evergreens. But otherwise, if you're out of gems, you can just open those electrums. It'll spread out amongst a bunch, but you'll eventually be fine. So yeah, I mean, if you can hold on, if he wants to wait, that's fine. But getting people to green is the green is the goal for then opening gold chests. You can open gold chests after that. Electrums usually you want to save for event champions. And you want to use regular silvers for gems to get your core and evergreens up to green. But when I was brand new, I was just popping every electrum as I got it, because that was helping me gear up all my champions, and I needed the power, right? Now I can be a bit pickier. Spend all the gems on silvers during a deep push before the event tournament. Oh, okay. But yeah, silvers want to, like, the gems just want to go for silvers buy silver chests until you have green or better gear on all your core and evergreens. Oh, you know what? I think we can do the weatherman. If Drizzt were a weatherman for Squall. I didn't like the way we were getting there with, like, the captain of a ship. It'd storm at sea. Like, there were some that were just too much. But yeah, companions of the Squall. I don't have Rosie and Cathrish. Should I go for one of them in the Festival of Fools? I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's your choice. Briv is usually first priority. For, like, if you have an established account with a lot of champions, Briv is a go-to to get item levels until you can get them to, like, 4 jump, if you want to do the Briv gem farming thing. Miria is good for deep pushing. If Briv, but they're not geared, then yeah, Briv is definitely one you want to go for. Rosie and Cathris are like I picked Regis because I'm trying to work towards split the party. And I'm going to pick Rosie because I'm trying to work towards split the party. But that doesn't necessarily, like, Rosie isn't super great in the current game. So wouldn't be high on the priority list otherwise, like to pick up as a champion to use. Cathris okay, but not amazing. So, again, maybe not a priority for a champion to use, but still, if you're working on split the party or just trying to collect them all. We've got drawl. Yeah, we've got the southern drawl reference. Wow, Project Q, that's a lot. Axolotl, wow. All right, guys. Oh wait, what time is it? Wait, what's going on today? It's still seasoning with Sean, right? It's not. We're not at the sketching hour yet. Time changes. It's still formation save. Okay. Oh wait, it's not seasoning with Sean. It's formation save. I still have it in my calendar as he's using the formation save overlay. If Dritz were a season, sure, we can get to Companions of the Fall there. If Dritz were a season, sure. Rosie's in Dragonbait slot. Why would I target her? Oh, that's true. I don't know. We'll think about it next week. Because I don't think there's anyone else. I don't think there's anyone else to target that I wouldn't already have two in. To be honest, I wasn't thinking past Azaka, is why. Because we're still a ways from Dragonbait. We're a ways from Dragonbait. So I don't like the install and uninstall and reinstall ones I saw. None of those sounded good. Royalties? What, you think I'm making money off this? Wait, yeah, Rosie isn't Dragonbait 11? Now I'm confused. Dragonbait's 11. So Rosie would be 10. Dragonbait's 11, right? Yeah, that's why we're getting Rosie is 10. See, you got me all confused. I figured this out earlier. Rosie's 10, Dragonbait's 11. We already have an 11. That's why we're not getting Strix. Brits were from Australia. He'd be leader of the companions of one for all. I see. We're leaving off the, and again, I'm not doing it without the, folks. And it's got to rhyme with all if you're using a letter that doesn't start with, that isn't H. That's J-Dog. I was trying to get there earlier and I don't. I can't do that one if it's not like super respectful, and I don't know. I'm not. I thought of a bunch of different. I tried to think of. Actually, looked up a bunch of. Tried to see if I could find a bunch of different ways to get there, and I didn't like. I didn't like any way we could get to halal. Okay, hold on. Let me look back. Oh my God, we've got a devourer. Oh no. Oh no, I did Regis. And it's a devourer. That's somebody was like, I did Cthulhu and it's a devourer, and I wasn't even paying attention when we went past 50. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold on, folks. We gotta level everybody up because this has got to actually be a thing. Hate the devourer. I hate the devourer. Swapping. Actually, we're swapping this. Undead. Maybe. I don't know. That's what I went with. We get more daggers. And we're going to get Makos. Okay. Here we go. In and stun first. Stun, AoEs. And then everything else. And then I click on the Devour because it's just hit based. It's just hit based. Got him. Okay. Okay, there we go. And that's how you try to get past the Devour, folks. Just throw everything you got at him. Absolutely everything. Converting to Islam is respectful. Yeah. I think I'm just still uncomfortable with using a religion as kind of a. These are jokes. There's a little bit of a punchline. I don't think I, as a non-Islamic person, get the right to make that joke. No. I would rather lean on. I would rather err on the side of respectfulness. What did I do? What did Dritz do now? Well, Dritz is not the leader of the companions. That's what Dritz did. So we were coming up with things that they would be the leader of because they can't be the leader of the companions. Yeah, we're not. I don't want to do the weapon mall one. I don't know why. That one feels weird. Well, I don't. Here's what I don't. I don't like if Dritz like carried a large hammer. So if we came up with another way that mall made sense, like the weapon mall made sense, maybe I'd be more into it. I thought of like a city planner, lurking rider, companions of the sprawl, and I just didn't. It didn't make me happy. I don't have crawl true on Hedda, so I couldn't. I didn't have a simple solution to the Devourer. Does Dirge work against the Devourer? I mean, the Dark Urge? Oh, revive the party? I don't know. That's a good question. Like I think if it finally got to, if it randomly hit the Dark Urge, maybe. I don't know. If it's for Michael Jackson, he'd be leader of the companions off the wall. Oh. Dritz were in Pink Floyd, leaders of another Brixie. We're getting. These are funny. They don't fall in with what we were looking for, though. There were specific rules here. Again, we got to have a "the" in there. I mean, you can make jokes in chat, but they're not going on my list if the "the" isn't in there. Companions of the. We already have a Mall Wrathchild, and it's if Dritz worked at Hot Topic, he'd be the leader of the Companions of the Mall. All right, Noobles, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're not doing the God, and they're the companions of the all or them all. I mean, it's not. We've already seen that one a bunch of times, and not using that one. Nope, not doing the wall. No, not in that way. We already have a wall. We have two walls in here. One, if Dritz were a bricklayer, he'd be leader of the companions of the wall. And then if Dritz were Sean's best friend. Because Sean's last name is Wall. Those worked. I'm not going to do bathroom stall. No, that's not all janitors clean. We do have another mall in here. So I did use MAUL as if Dritz were a bear. He'd be the leaders of the companion of the mall. But people keep trying to do mall as the weapon. If you want to do mall as the weapon and not the action of mauling something, there needs to be a better. I haven't been happy with any of the ways those got tied in. Yeah, currently we have what do we got? 38. We do have a draw, yeah. So let me go through the list again. If Dritz were a werewolf, he'd be the leader of the Companions of the Howl. So following this methodology, we have if Dritz owned a moving company for Hall, Dritz were a sailor for Hull, were a dwarf for Hole, were a store mage for Hale, were a greeter at Walmart for Hale, hosted a fancy party for Ball, were a leather worker or woodworker, All, sold propane and propane accessories for Hill, were a baby for Crawl, were a telemarketer for Call, were a bear for Maul, were a giant for Tall, were a grandma for Shawl, were a street fighter for Brawl, were on a CNE Extra Life stream for Battle Ball, were a shrimp fisherman for Trawl, worked at Hot Topic for Mall, were a microbiologist for Small, had a spot at the flea market for Stall, were a procrastinator for Stall, were a stand-up comedian for Lol, were a bricklayer for Wall, were a cowboy, Y'all, were the Slayer for Ball, were a kin for Doll, were Sean's best friend for Wall, were born in the South for Drawl, hosted Thanksgiving dinner for Butterball, stepped on a Lego for Ball, we're an optometrist for Eyeball, we're an ornithologist for Bird Call, we're a feline for Caterwaul, we're a marine biologist for Narwhal, we're a samba dancer for Carnival, we're a weatherman for Squall, and we're a season for Fall. And finally, the punchline is, and if Dritz were Brunor, he'd be the leader of the Companions of the Hall. All right, that's the final punchline. So we got a few of them in there. So, if you're going to double up on something, it needs to be, like, if it's the same kind of spelling of the word, it needs to be a different meaning of the word. Not just another way to get there. Right? I like blacksmith. Heal and heal too far off. No, because you're starting with an H and ending with an L sound, we're fine. That's when you can get off of the rhyme of hall. As long as you start with an H and end with an L, it doesn't have to rhyme with hall. But if you start with any other letter, it has to rhyme with hall, which is how we get maul and ball and trawl and crawl. Okay. But H can be hole or hill or whatever. So those are fine. If you're looking for my guides, it's like this. Yeah, we did Saul, but it has to have the in front of it, and the Saul doesn't really work. I haven't seen a hurl, no, or a heel. Oh, well, we've seen some heels. I think there was a I don't remember. Some of the ones I saw, I was like, if Dritz were a leather protectant, I don't want to turn them into. Well, I guess we did with a season. Maybe we can't do that one. I went with we're a season. I don't like turning them into things that isn't like a job or something. So maybe we get rid of we're a season, because I'm not sure. Maybe that's confusing things a bit. Oh no. if Dritz, I don't know how this Thalo. If Dritz were alive in the 70s, he'd be the leaders of the companion. He'd be the leader of the companions of the disco ball.